Welcome back, folks, to the penultimate episode of Shovel Knight. Let's get shoveling, as the game says.
Is that what the game says? Does the game say that?
The game said that just now on the screen. Yeah,
Totally missed it.
They always open with like a shovel, not a pun. I think it's a missed opportunity that they never used. Every day. No, wait, no. What was the? I think more puns could have been used. But it's.
I think they probably could have done one that was like, "Shovel it up, dog." You know what I mean?
Can you dig it, Dan?
I think it would have been real good. Yeah, sure.
Yes, no, I totally would have accepted that. Like as DLC, you know? Like, do you want to pay $5 to have these, to have more of these
Right,
intros?
the microtransaction version of Shovel Knight.
Yeah, that's right.
Free to play, but if you want those good level introduction texts, you got to pay extra for that.
I love that's the only, because like all their other DLC has been free up to this point. I know if that's the thing they charge for.
Man, what is this studio? I think it's really awesome how this studio has supported this game, and we've talked about that. I am curious when they are going to make like a fully new game.
Yeah, they were on a live stream a while ago. They were like, they brought that up, but I think they just got their hands full with the Shovel Knight series.
Yeah, I guess I'm just really surprised how they can keep going for this amount of years with like ostensibly no income. Like, I know they released the Treasure Trove, and that probably got them a little bit, especially because it was Switch's release and there weren't a lot of games out at the time. But like, I guess I don't understand from an economic standpoint how they can keep putting out these free DLC things.
Because these aren't like even just like DLC in the traditional sense of like add-ons. Like those are full games that have come out. The Plague Knight DLC and
I mean, they're using the same levels though, right?
I mean, at least with I never finished Plague Knight, but with Spectre Knight, that was a full-blown like they redesigned most of those levels from the ground up to fit Spectre Knight's play style.
Interesting. I mean, I assume the art was pretty. Like, you know, I guess that's the thing where it's like all their art assets were done, so at least it cuts that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, you know, these things come out like every couple of years. Like, it hasn't even been that consistent. And Shovel Knight's been out since, when did it come out, Will? 2012? 2013?
Oh, I know we talked about this before. I want to say 2013. I think that's what it came out.
2013 sounds right to me.
Yeah.
And that's like 4 years of development. And I know the game did really well when it came out, but I would be surprised if it did well enough to cover. Oh no. If it did, you know, well enough to cover 4 extra years of development that are not going to recoup their costs.
Like they had a lot of financial support on the very top with some like, I mean, they had like Ego Raptor endorsing them and stuff.
Sure, but that's not the same.
Like, it doesn't translate to money.
Yeah, it doesn't translate to money. Like, it probably gave him like a boost, but like, yeah, like Dan was saying, to last 4 years off of
and it's like they can't even depend on. You know, I'm sure they made a profit on this game, or I'm actually not sure, but I assume they did. But like 4 years of development time, even for a small studio of like, I don't know, how big are they? 5 people or something?
I think there's like 20 of them there.
Whoa, okay.
Maybe
so
15, maybe 15, you know?
20, okay, even 15, like 4 years of development time for 15 people is like a ton of money.
I think that's their, again, I'm just basing that off of like what I've seen and heard of their team and like that one live stream where there was like 10 of them there that day.
Right. I wonder, I mean, because where are they based again? Are they UK based?
No, they're in the States.
Oh, they're in the States, so they probably don't even get like any public funding or anything.
Yeah, because I actually just looked that up. Yeah, they're in California. I was thinking, oh, maybe they're Canadian. They get a whole bunch of grants, but like, oh wait, no.
Yeah, so like, I really have no idea how they're able to sustain this sort of development time, honestly.
Well,
and I wish I knew. Like, I would like to know. Like, I'm not criticizing them. I'm honestly just curious because clearly it's working out for them somehow.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree, because I would love to know how, because that'd be a very lucrative business strategy. But I'm looking at their website right now, it's like they mainly made Shovel Knight and Azure Striker Gunvolt.
Oh,
did they work on Azure Striker Gunvolt?
They didn't develop it, they published it.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So that's even more interesting because that means that like they put money into that game, rather than the other way around, right? I'm sure they made a cut. They make a cut from sales, but like that's not a game that's going to pay for 4 years of development time.
Yeah, I want to just meet the people from Yacht Club Games. It's like, teach me your money-making ways, please.
It actually, like, I think about that sometimes. Like, how do they do it?
Like, I just don't know how it possibly works out for them, but like it must somehow.
Oh, just like the boss rush?
So anyway, onto the game. This is the boss rush. I think it's one of the most clever ways to introduce a boss rush ever, because after years of playing Mega Man, where basically once you enter that Wily 2, and you see that room full of capsules, it's like, okay, here we go, boss rush. But this game, you fall down this pit. And every boss you've defeated, everyone's just having a chill time.
They're all just hanging out.
And now it's like, look at this. Now it's like full-blown just like war between you and everyone.
Now you look like the asshole.
There's this one issue of the Punisher. So in the Marvel Universe, there's this bar that all the supervillains hang out in. And there's this one issue of the Punisher where he goes to the bar and just blows the whole thing up. And that's kind of like what this level is.
This is a Shovel Knight take on it. I don't know why all the bosses don't try to rush Shovel Knight at once. Maybe they're still trying to enjoy their dinner, but I've always wondered about that.
It's like entertainment, right?
Oh yeah, that's
right. Who's up next? Who do I get to watch fight?
For real.
I hope it's not me. But yeah, the way this boss rush works, it's RNG, depending on who you get, like, first and basically the order. Yeah, that's why you really want Polar Knight and Propeller Knight first, because those guys have there's spikes and bottomless pits for their bosses. So
you don't want to get too far and then like die really quickly on one of those guys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's ever happened to me, but like it might have happened to me a bunch of times.
Sure. It's a pretty lenient. Like a lot of this game, like this game does a lot to sort of curb some of the really unfair difficulty of a lot of those earlier, a lot of the games it's taking inspiration from, and like this is boss rushes are weird because on the one hand they're kind of exciting, like it's cool to see all those bosses again and to do this thing of like, I'm just gonna kill all of them at once. But they're also like super unfair and can be really annoying. And,
I've never enjoyed them on Mega Man.
Yeah, that's totally reasonable. But this game just makes it work because it's just like, hey, you can just heal in between everything.
Yeah, they and if you're lucky, they will give you your magic back too with the health. So if you do die during this boss rush, it doesn't feel unfair because they even things out pretty well. Also, if you've maxed out your health and your magic and you have like all the items that you can collect throughout the game, it's like you really have, other than like Polar Knight's instant death spikes, you don't have much of an excuse to dying to these guys.
Yeah.
It's nice of them to feed you.
It is nice. They're like, hey, have some of this chicken.
I don't know who is feeding you. It's probably like a chef behind the scenes.
It's funny though because this is the order of no quarter. They're giving you quite a bit of quarter here.
Yes, they're giving you much quarter.
Yeah. Much quarter chicken specifically.
Several quarters were had.
I should have done the one shot trick with Tinker Knight here, where you just send out the gear and it one shots him.
Oh yeah,
but
it's funny that because I remember when you fought this boss originally, like, the real boss is the robot, and I feel like is the fight against just him, is that extended in this boss rush? Because I feel like that was a lot longer than the original boss fight.
No, it's exact same. Exactly.
You know, I feel like this is really disruptive to the dinner table.
Yeah.
I mean, somehow the table seems to be in fine form.
Yeah, it's a bulletproof table. It's got a lot of weight to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like they're eating and now there's a giant robot running all over the place.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they're all handing you chickens as they step up. That's what it looks like.
It looks like
they step up and then a chicken slides towards you.
Well, because King Knight has that animation where like he sort of pounds on the table every time a battle's done, but then
another.
Yeah, maybe that's what he's calling for. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know how that works.
Feed this man more chickens. He has fought well.
So unfortunately, Propeller Knight was last. I don't remember if he actually does blow holes through the floor for this fight in particular.
Oh yeah, and I guess you can just save the chicken for when you actually need it, which is also a good way to make this less annoying.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's not like in I don't remember if any Mega Man game actually does give you like health refilling items at all, but it gives you like a boss rush.
I think some of them give it to you like halfway. By that point, you're just like, I could have used this like forever ago.
Yeah, if you don't know the boss's weaknesses in Mega Man by the time you're at the boss rush, like you might be in trouble. It depends how you're playing. I've seen Buster only runs, and like those are just they can get pretty.
But that's like extremely high level Mega Man, right?
Yeah, you gotta know your stuff.
Oh yeah, this part. That's cool.
Oh, nice chain link they got there.
Yeah.
I love when Polar Knight's at the very bottom, because it's like, how the hell are they all holding him up? I love how Plague Knight's at the top. He's probably like the weakest out of all of them.
Yeah.
Don't let them hang. They gave you chicken.
Yes.
So does anything change if you let them hang versus if you actually save them?
You save the frames if you're going for a speed run, but that's about it. So
is this like a save the animals, kill the animals sort of situation?
Yeah, it's pretty much that. Now this is a nice attention to detail. If you're wearing the gold armor when you talk to King Knight here, he actually compliments your armor.
That's cool. Do you think that changes like depending on what armor you're wearing? Like a different boss will comment on it?
Oh, that's a good.
You ever tested?
Does Will have to play this game 6 more times now with different armor?
That's a lot of times, Will. That's a lot of times to play a video game.
I've already played this thing like 10 times. It's a very short game once after you've played it enough times and you know.
I mean, that's true, but still.
Yeah, it takes like
times. I've never played a video game that many times.
Never?
No, I've played
Devil May
Cry 3 a lot of times. I've played that new Devil May Cry a lot of times, like probably 3 or 4 each, but that's as much as I've done.
Nice.
Yeah.